Yo, what's good, boys? Today is August 29th, and here is today's market recap. So, going into New York Session Open today, we had quite a few key draws on liquidity on both sides. As you can see, I have quite a bit marked out on my chart. And going into Open, I honestly wanted to see some sort of trade that brought us up to data highs, or on the flip side, I wanted to see a move up off Open to take out data highs and then maybe get some sort of short position back to the downside. Obviously, neither of those things happened. Off Open, we came down and just fucking dumped to the downside. We ended up moving down over 200 points to the downside. Going into the market open, though, this would have been an ideal play. If off Open, we have this consolidation here, make a move to the downside, sweep out this low, we would have been delivering out of this gap and get longs up to data highs. Obviously, that did not happen. We dump over 200 points to the downside here. As we can see, we just keep going lower and lower and lower. I will jump on the hourly here. There was a couple key levels that I was taking a peek at going into market open. As we can see, prior to market open, price was respecting a bearish 1 hour gap. Honestly, didn't really care too much about this because our daily gap just got inversed to the upside. So going into the daily time frame here, we can see that we had a bearish daily gap, inverse that shit to the upside. I thought we would fly off of market open and continue going higher, and I was completely wrong. We just pretty much dumped all day. But going back to the 1 hour here, you can see that we had some key levels that would have been good for price to tap into and get good reactions back to the upside. Obviously, we didn't get any reactions. We just kept dumping and dumping. But as we can see here, a low inside of this 1 hour gap, that would have been a really good level. This one here, we also had another one right here, which would have been, we would have been delivering out of this bullish gap as well. But as we can see, just kept going lower and lower. And we came all the way down and took out data lows. So we had some super high time frame data lows, which was this right here. This was from the Nvidia earnings from Wednesday. So this was Wednesday's low of day, super key level here that ended up getting taken out. And after that, it was pretty much just consolidation. I will go into the 5 minute because I know a lot of people did try to take longs here. So a couple issues with this. So after we swept out these data lows, or the low of day from Wednesday, we did get a decent reaction back to the upside. As we can see, we did create a 5 minute order block as well, and we did inverse these two bearish fair value gaps. Turn off my magnet here. So we had a bearish gap there that got inversed, and we had a bearish fair value gap here that gets inversed. Problem with this is we had a 15-minute fair value gap that got respected. So we'll go into the 15-minute here, and as we can see, we had a 15-minute bearish gap that price respected. So whenever you have a bearish gap that's basically overlapping the lower time frame gaps as well, or a 15-minute gap that's also overlapping the 5 minute gaps, you want to see the highest time frame gap be inversed. And unfortunately, in this situation here, the 15-minute got respected. So anyone who did take longs off the 5 got wiped out. So just a little lesson there. And then after that, we just consolidated for the rest of the day there. And also, it's kind of tough too whenever you have a big sell-off like this, price usually kind of freezes after that big sell-off. There usually isn't a massive move back to the upside, even though it would have been ideal to possibly target equilibrium of this big move down. But in this situation here, we continue to respect our bearish PD arrays. And as in PD array, I mean this bearish 15-minute gap. So that just told us that we just did not want to move higher today. And yeah, so a little consolidation for the rest of the day. And that's a wrap on August. Pretty good month. Price action was pretty tough, not gonna lie, compared to other months, but we still came out on top. I believe I'm up over 10R on the month at least. Gotta double check that though. So yeah, still came out on top, made a shit ton of money. and I'm happy with that. Hopefully September is much better. We can even make even more going into this final stretch of 2025 here. So yeah, another month down, good month for me. Hopefully you guys had a good month as well. And yeah, I'll be back on here with another recap next week. Bank holiday on Monday, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace.